Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ARL F1 Equal Tier, round number 2 from Barcelona. We go. First driver to start a lap. Almighty Cheddar, the lone Haas driver. Lines up out of the final corner. And is he pulling off already? I think he is. Oh boy. Next up, Alfa Romeo Ouroboros GT. Sorry guys, I didn't realize I wasn't in my own party. Oh boy. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that in my own party so everybody in game chat could hear me. Here we go. Ouroboros GT. Be the first car to set a lap time as long as he keeps it in the track limits, obviously. Through the sweeping right-hander, coming into Sector 3. Very technical part of the track. He'll want to line the Alfa Romeo up through the corners. Very tight and twisty through here. More corners to go for Ouroboros GT. Shot through the final corner, coming to the line, opens up the DRS. Currently on provisional pole with a 1:17.0. Next up is going to be GSR Riles. He goes to P3, 1:18.6. Pearson Ryan is starting a lap now. Oh, that was Almighty Cheddar. On the exit of turn 2. Not great for him. Hero Mitch, next up. Just behind GSR Riles. Got a whole train of cars coming through the final corner now. Next, Testarossa goes P3, a 1:17.9. Like TB's going to be starting a lap. Then it will be, sorry for jumping around, Kieran Orme coming through the final corner. He goes P3, a 1:17.4 on his ARL F1 debut. He's a regular in the ACC series. Nice to have him join us. There are, not sure what this is about. Multiple drivers going off Sector 3 together. There's quite a big traffic jam, it must be said. Take an onboard lap with Fearsome Ryan here, the Mercedes. A couple more corners to go. He's going to start his flying lap. I will let you guys ride on board. Enjoy the sights and sounds. here we go. Just a final couple corners here for Fearsome Ryan. Must say, on this lap, his car has looked drilled to the ground. And the time proves it. Goes on pole by over half a second. What a lap. This our Husky's gonna, oh, not sure who that was in the background. Like a Williams, possibly Cuzzy, going wide. This our Husky coming out of the final corner. He goes to P3. I believe he had some traffic though in his lap. Very unfortunate for him. Koenigsegg is going to be starting his first flying lap now. A lot of yellow flags going on. Not sure who's causing those. Not sure who that is. Looks like it was Slav. And Fearsome Ryan as well. Whoa. Not sure what's up with Fearsome Ryan here. I don't want to move though. Uh-oh. Lots of drivers taking to extra parts of the track that aren't used. Like here, lots of drivers using that escape road. I'm not sure why they are doing that or if that is allowed, but Fearsome Ryan. Not sure why our drivers are doing that. Looks like we have a spinner. Ouroboros GT. The Alfa Romeo has spun. So like on the exit of turn 2, Almighty Cheddar spun there minutes ago. Koenigsegg looks like he abandoned his lap. Fortunately for him. Next up is going to be Slinky Malinky coming through the final corner. Activates the DRS, comes up to the line. It was P11, but he is on the mediums. Almighty Cheddar and the Haas beginning his first flying lap. Or his first valid flying lap, that is, if he keeps it together. Aaron Ormy about to begin his second run of qualifying. Aero Mitch as well. Actually, he's coming into the pits. Lab is going to want to get out of the way of Cuzzy. Actually, no, Cuzzy is on an outlap. My apologies. As he sets off on his first flying lap, has a Red Bull right behind him. I'm not sure if the Red Bull's on a lap. Red Bull is on a lap. Oh my goodness. Not sure what's going on there with Slav. Ooh, Ouroboros GT has had a crash. Oh, that's a big one. Out of the sweeping right-hander. Very tricky corner. Hopefully the car gets cleared up. Oh. It's gonna ruin Zig's lap. Thankfully he's on an outlap though. Not sure why that car isn't getting cleaned up. There we go. Now it's gone. Oh, Cuzzy. Oh boy! Oh. Sorry. That caught me off guard. If we could get a view of his Williams. 2 cars have crashed in the matter of just a few corners. There's Cuzzy over to the left-hand side. Slinky Malinky here. He's on a lap. Arrow Mitch. He hardly shows up, but makes the most of it when he does. At least most of the time. Our current points leader in ACC GT3, taking his talents to Ferrari. Drives for Ferrari and GT3, so Ferrari and F1 gave him a call-up to reserve for this race as Savage Hammy is not here, unfortunately. I don't want to do much better than 12th place, though, for the Scuderia. Koenigsegg out of the final corner. Is he going to finally be able to set a lap? Yes, he goes P2. 16.7. Only person to get relatively close to Grisham Ryan at the moment. Here comes TB, the Papaya McLaren. Final few corners for him. Car looks stuck to the ground through those corners. Out of the final corner. He jumps Koenigsegg. He goes P2. Next up is Don't Link. He's going to be starting a flying lap. And I will have you guys hop on board with Tychopath as he is about to set off on a flying lap. Sorry about that, I'm back as Fearsome Ryan goes even quicker. On 16.001. Like I said, sorry about the hold up. Lots of drivers diving into the pits as qualifying is now over, so currently Fearsome Ryan on the pole. TB gonna be the next car to set a lap, but I think he pulled out of his lap. Fortunately for him, it looks like it will be Fearsome Ryan on the pole. 116.001. 3.5 tenths faster than TB. SSR Husky, the only driver in the top 10 to qualify on the soft tires. Actually, no. According to the top right, it says he's on the soft tires. So the F1 game being a little glitchy. Well, I don't know if it's glitching or what, or if Husky did actually qualify on the mediums. I'm quite unsure. You can never really trust this game. It's all over the place at times. It's going to be Fearsome Ryan on the pole, followed by the fellow Brit in the McLaren TB, Koenigsegg P3, and Kieran Orme on his ARL F1 debut P4. Psychopath, SSR Husky, Almighty Cheddar, MX Testarossa, Ouroboros GT, Flav, Don't Link, Aeromich, GSR Riles, Slinky Malinky, and Cuzzy192 round out the grid. I believe we have 33 laps ahead of us. It's going to be an interesting race. People knock this track for poor racing, but the F1 game, it's sometimes proved to be the opposite. It can actually have really good racing at times. Looks like we will have a dry race today. Drivers making their final changes to strategy and to their setup. They can't tweak much. I believe all they can do is brake changing, and I believe they can change the front wing. I believe that's it. Their drivers set off on the formation lap. Take a look. SSR Husky is on the medium tire. So is 11 through 15. We have a good difference between drivers and their tire choice. Drivers wanting to get as much tire temp as possible without overheating those tires. That way they can roll off perfectly once they do get to the grid. Here we go. Drivers into the final sector. Doing everything they can. Make sure their cars are ready. We're about to set off for 33 laps. Drivers beginning to line up on the grid. Fearsome Ryan has the best view into turn 1. EB and the McLaren lining up right next to him. Koenigsegg, E3 and the Alpha Tauri. Aaron Orme, first ever ARL F1 race. Great performance from him to get inside the top 2 rows. Psychopath. All of our drivers are now formed up. Here's your race strategy. 4, 5 red lights. And we are lights out for the Spanish Grand Prix. Fearsome Ryan gets a very good start, but TB is still there. TB still there. So is Kieran Orme. He's jumped up into 3rd. Oh, Haas goes very deep. I believe that was Almighty Cheddar. Tychopath dropping positions. So is Almighty Cheddar and GSR Riles. GSR Riles at the back. Does he have wing damage? I believe he might on his right-hand side. Yes, he is missing his end plate. Oh no. Ouroboros GT is off as well. Ooh, there's a Red Bull off as well. Slinky Malinky goes off. Lots of drivers finding difficulty surviving this first lap. It looks like a dive. Psychopath going around the outside of Don't Link. Psychopath gets that position, moves back up into P9 after his rough lap 1. We'll hop back on board with the leaders. Fearsome Ryan still leads from TB, Koenigsegg, and Kieran Orme. The top 4 remains the same. May have a move here from Kieran Orme if he can get close enough. Looks like he'll be too far back. He does not have the DRS to assist him. Ouroboros GT. Oh, we have a crash coming into the pit lane. Slinky Malinky. Oh boy, what's going on here? Aeromich. He spun. Slinky Malinky got disqualified. Oh no. Believe that is an automatic disqualification for blocking pit lane entry. GSR Riles makes his move into the pits, fixing that front wing. He goes for the soft tires. Not how his race wanted to begin. Drivers starting to find their form. Ooh, Tychopath got a little sideways coming through that left-right combo. Unsure if he may have side pod damage from turn 1. I know there was a pretty big collision down there. DRS is now enabled. Says there's a yellow flag in turn 1, but there are not any cars there. Slinky Malinky obviously upset. Oh, Slinky Malinky's AI is still driving around the track. You gotta love this game sometimes. SSR Husky, he's doing very well on those medium tires. He's hanging in there with Kieran Orme, in fact. I think Aeromich might have spun again. He's struggling. Filling in for Savage Hammy. He's going to want to do better. He's going to want to score some points here. EB looked like he was going to possibly make a move into the slow left-hander, but was not close enough. The DRS just couldn't get him there. There's going to be PB's best attack point as they're about to head on to the main straight. DRS flap will open. Almost guarantee you he will use his ERS as well. Here they come down the front straight. PB just flies by Fearsome Ryan. Fearsome Ryan may look to overtake him. He is not close enough. Looks like we have a move. Tychopath going around the outside of turn 1. Still there. Hanging it around the outside of Slav. They are still side by side. This is great racing between these two. Great racing. Still side by side. Tychopath now has the inside line. Pushes him wide a little bit. And he gets that position. Great move from Tychopath. Go. Lots of cars. In fact, Kieran Normie looks like he may go for a move. Too far back for him, unfortunately. Cuzzy gets a 3-second time penalty. Slav goes really deep into the hairpin. That could have been very bad. Currently, Slav and Cuzzy both have, I believe those would be 3-second time penalties. Yes, 3-second time penalties for both. Cuzzy, he had a spin in the same corner he spun in qualifying. That corner plus Cuzzy do not add up well. Fortunate for him. I believe Ouroboros may make a move into turn 1. No, he is too far back. Looks like we have a slight DRS train forming. Unfortunately. Max Testarossa is the one leading the DRS train, that is. Our top 5 all pulling away from the pack from 6th to 11th. SSR Husky starting to fall back slightly from Kieran Normie. The DRS is keeping him right there. EB still leads this race after his overtake. Cuzzy into the pits for the hard tire. He's going to want to go to the end on those tires after his spin. Main thing for him now is not to get lapped. Does not want to get lapped. We head back onto the front straight. Kieran Normie, can he get past Koenigsegg for P3? SSR Husky does the fastest lap of the race on the medium tires. Cuzzy coming out of the pits. He's a lap down now, unfortunately for him. As well to stay on the runoff. Getting out of everybody's way. We have some action here for P6. Psychopath and the MX Testarossa. Psychopath on a recovery drive at this point. He's done a very good job thus far. Just want to stay clean and consistent, and he'll work his way back up for sure. Getting very close to the back of that Aston Martin. This next straight, he will have the DRS advantage. Can he make a move into the hairpin? He's looking around the outside. There's a switchback. Oh, that's a beautiful move there from Tychopath. He has shown some great racecraft so far today. Great job by him. Cuzzy spun again. Oh no. He has now been lapped by everybody except for GSR Riles. Hate to see it. Like Testarossa's going around the outside of Tychopath. Or attempted to. But now Almighty Cheddar's going to be right there behind Testarossa. Slav comes into the pits. Almighty Cheddar make a move on Testarossa. Again, very close. Testarossa squeezing all the way on entry. Mighty Cheddar hangs it around the outside, gets a little loose on the exit of the corner, keeps it on track. SSR Husky got past Kieran Orme. Going to be able to get past Koenigsegg now. Not close enough. Has a slight lock up into the hairpin. All drivers maintaining position for now. We are on lap 7 of this race. Aero Mitch gets another penalty. Oh! Aero Mitch crashes out the fast right-hander. These drivers are going to want to make sure they don't hit the car, and the safety car comes out on lap 8 after a huge crash from Aero Mitch. Psychopath, Testarossa, Almighty Cheddar, all pitting. Using this safety car to the fullest. Psychopath looks like it's going to be the hard tires for him, yes. Ouroboros GT, MX Testarossa. Looks like everybody's going for the hard tires besides the Ouroboros GT. Ouroboros GT, the only driver not to put on the hard tires. Let's see how that'll play out for him. In case you are just tuning in, the safety car has just been deployed after Aero Mitch had a huge off. In this corner our leaders are about to go through. Very easy to lose the car through this corner. You just go a little too wide onto the curbing, you will lose the rear end very easily. Looks like GSR Riles is into the pits. Changing off of the soft tires onto the mediums. Going for the Sergio Perez strat to save his tires. Not sure if that'll work for 25 laps around here, but hey, it's worth a shot. We'll have ultimate pace. In fact, all of our leaders are coming into the pits now, including SSR Husky. It's getting off of those medium tires. It'll be interesting to see what tires our drivers choose. Fearsome Ryan chooses the mediums. Race leader TB chooses the mediums as well. Like everybody's going for the medium tire. Aaron Orme going for the hard tire. So none of our drivers are on the soft tires anymore. Everybody has pit for either the medium or the hard tires. Very interesting. It'll be interesting to see if TB and Fearsome Ryan can make those medium tires work. Our drivers are checking up very hard. Fortunately for Cuzzy, he is still a lap down. Oh, hate to say it, but he is out of this race. As long as, driver's going very deep into the hairpin for whatever reason. He's been off in the hairpin quite a few times for today's session, whether it be qualifying, the race. I think he forgets there's a corner there sometimes. All of our drivers, especially those on the hard tires, are wanting to make sure they are up to temp. Those hard tires do not like to get temperature very easily. You'd almost be better spinning full throttle to warm up these tires. So positions 3 through 9, all on the hard tires. Currently TB, Fearsome Ryan, Ouroboros GT, Slav, and GSR Riles, the only drivers on the medium tire. Everybody else has opted for the hard compound. Fearsome Ryan's gonna want to get back up into the lead. He qualified on pole. I can tell you now, he is hungry for that P1 position. Wonder if we'll be going green this lap. Oh. Something's happened to Kieran Orme. He has spun. He lost all of his positions. He will not be able to pass and get those back. He will be right at the back of the field. He was in P4. We are about to go back racing. EB backing the field up. And those final few degrees of temperature into the tires. 2 corners to go, and then he will jam on the throttle. Looks like he will be waiting until the very last minute. Very last minute indeed. Slav gets a 5-second time penalty for crashing with Ouroboros GT. 2 weeks in a row we have seen a crash on the safety car restart. Not what we wanted to see. Back up to the front. All drivers still in their usual positions besides SSR Husky. He's looking to go around the outside. Switches to the inside. They head down to turn 4. They're still side by side. SSR Husky gets that position. He's into the podium spots as Tychopath looks to make a move on Koenigsegg. He does. Tychopath up into 4th. Great race. Great recovery by him so far. Had a rough lap 1, dropped to the back, but he's already up into P4 just 10 laps later. Like Ouroboros is gonna want to make a move. Can't make the move stick. EB still leading this race by almost a second already. There's 3 laps to build a gap before the DRS becomes enabled. All of our drivers are pretty spread out actually. EB says the fastest lap of the race. Ouroboros GT maybe. Doesn't look like he has a run actually on Almighty Cheddar. Oh, there is a spinner. It's Slav. Drops all the way to P12. He spun. The exit of turn 2, I believe he spun there in qualifying as well. Fortunate for the Red Bull driver. Ouroboros GT still looking to make a move. Wants to get around to MX Testarossa. Going to be close enough on this next DRS straight. Very close. In fact, might have been too close. Oh, big send from Ouroboros GT. Oh, and we missed it. But he gets that position. That was a very late braking move. That was a Daniel Ricciardo move. But he gets the position nonetheless. Great move. Set up for lap 13. Almighty Cheddar gets a penalty. Ouroboros GT gets a penalty as well. Lots of penalties starting to fall through as the fastest lap of the race, a 1:19.2 on the hard tire by SSR Husky. He is flying. Last week's race winner. Still looking to go back to back. It's very possible if those 2 drivers in the front, their medium tires just drop off a cliff. They're on back. I was going to say Slav and Cuzzy were side by side. That wasn't for position though. Kieran Orme and GSR Riles going to battle. Kieran Orme looking around the outside. Can't make it stick. They made contact. They're still side by side. Kieran Orme gets that position. He is back up into the points. Positions 4, 5, and 6 all close to each other. That's Tychopath, Koenigsegg, and Don't Link. Koenigsegg may be close enough. Make a move here. There's a yellow flag and it's Slav again. He has spun once again. Fortunate for him. Koenigsegg still behind Tychopath. Again, we have a train forming, unfortunately. Not much these drivers can do. Still TB leading the way from Fearsome Ryan and SSR Husky. We are almost halfway through this Grand Prix. Key thing at this point in the race, especially for those medium runners, is preserving the tires. If you don't preserve the tires, you're going to have big troubles, which will probably mean you're going to have to pit again. And all of those hard runners are going to come past you in the pit cycle. Ooh, Slav gets yet another penalty. Currently sitting on 14 seconds of penalties. Our top 3 is just flying away. Almost a 5-second gap between P3 and P4. They are flying. In fact, Koenigsegg goes around the outside of turn 1. Gets P4 back, but Tychopath is still there. Can Tychopath get that P4 back? Ouroboros GT and Almighty Cheddar are side by side. Ooh, that was very nearly contact. Nice to see that our drivers are starting to figure out how to get away from the train, I guess you could say. Trying to figure out how to make it work, how to make positions. Psychopath right on Koenigsegg's bumper. Cuzzy 192 gets a 3-second time penalty. I believe that is his second penalty of the race so far. Ooh, Tychopath gets all out of shape coming through the final corner. Might see a move here from Ouroboros GT. These drivers are just in a train and there's nothing they can do about it. May see a move here from Kieran Orme. He is flying up onto MX Testarossa. He's going to look around the outside, in fact. Still there. We're still side by side. Kieran Orme cannot make the position just yet to stick behind the Aston Martin. Drivers currently in 4th through 8th, battling it out. Those positions could be for a possible podium spot if the top 2 do have to pit. You never know. Ouroboros GT still can't get past Almighty Cheddar. See a move here from Kieran Orme on MX Testarossa. Not close enough still. To stick behind the Aston Martin. We head on to the main straight. Once again, Ouroboros GT still behind Almighty Cheddar. They are just in a DRS train right now, and there's not much that can be done. Psychopath still hanging there with Koenigsegg. It's our top two drivers still. About 1.1 seconds between them. Oh, Kieran Orme. Spun on the exit of turn 2. So did Koenigsegg. He's spun. Want to watch his rejoin though. He has 2 cars coming up. Oh, loses the 4th position. Ooh. Very well done there by Koenigsegg not to rejoin dangerously. We've seen that one too many times. Very unfortunate for Koenigsegg. He loses the 4th position. He was doing very well. Now Tychopath back up into the 4th position. Unless Don't Link make a move. We'll have the DRS. Tychopath moves to the inside defending. Whoa! Flies around the outside. That Renault engine giving him every possible horsepower. Wow! Just flew around him on the entry into turn 1. Great move. We have an inter-team battle here. MX Testarossa and GSR Riles. Koenigsegg comes into the pits. I believe he got wing damage from his spin. Ouroboros GT, now that they aren't in a train, it's just Almighty Cheddar in front of him in terms of DRS. He may be able to make a move in the next lap or two. So Path, still behind Don't Link. Brakes very late, but not late enough. Ouroboros GT still not close enough. Koenigsegg comes back out in P12. Can he get back up into the points? Very possible. He's a very quick driver. You never know. Psychopath. Looking to get back around Don't Link. He's going to go inside, outside. He's going to go to the inside this time. Don't Link just can't do anything about it. Ouroboros GT still behind Almighty Cheddar. And again, those mediums maybe he's starting to struggle on those tires. May be what we're seeing here. Here's some Ryan. Currently P2 is getting closer to TB ever so slightly. What these drivers do want to know is that they cannot push too hard. If they push too hard, they're going to use too much of their tire. Possibly have to pit again. Ouroboros GT right on the rear wing of Almighty Cheddar. Gonna have the DRS here, but so is Almighty Cheddar. Ouroboros GT was down the inside into the hairpin. Ooh, they made contact. Not sure if that's from Ouroboros GT going too deep into the corner, or Almighty Cheddar might have turned in a little too early. They definitely made contact. There's some Ryan up in TV's DRS range. Have 14 laps to go. Can they get those tires another 14 laps? It's going to be very tricky. Very, very tricky indeed. Personally, I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but our drivers are very talented, so they may be able to pull it off. This is our Husky. Chilling in P3. He knows that he is the lead runner on the hard compound tires. If these two in front had the pit again, he's going to be in the lead. He's just chilling, making sure he keeps the car on track. Doesn't need to put too much pace in. He has an 8-second gap behind. He is in a very good position as things stand. Positions 4, 5, 6, and 7 still all running by each other. Ouroboros GT wants to get around the Haas. Here he comes. Has the DRS, goes to the outside. Very easy move there from Ouroboros GT. Finally gets up into P6. Now on to chase Don't Link for the top 5. Next Testarossa and GSR Riles get very close. It's an inter-team battle going on for P8 currently. Here in Ormy, P10. Lav, P11. Had a rough race, it must be said. Quite a few mistakes, including hitting Glenn under safety car. Not sure what caused that though, if that was Flav getting a little impatient, wanting to go early, or Glenn might have backed up a little bit. 2 lead cars still going. Still making those hard compound tires work. These drivers, though, are very close. Ouroboros GT getting very close to Don't Link. Gonna be very close, and we'll be able to make a move easily, I reckon. Goes down the inside. Still side by side. This might be tricky to pull off because Don't Link has the DRS as well. Ouroboros GT still on the inside. Oh, they made contact. Ouroboros GT and Don't Link. Almighty Cheddar is into the pits. It's on the medium compound tires, excuse me. Ouroboros GT still right on Don't Link's rear end. Here in Ormy, caught up to the Aston Martin pair very quickly. See him move up into 7th or 8th position within the matter of laps. Ouroboros GT. Lav gets yet another penalty. I believe he is on 17 seconds of penalties now. Yes, 17 seconds for Slav. SSR Husky goes even faster out of nowhere. A 1:19.0 on the hard compound tires as Ouroboros GT into the pits. I think the medium runners are starting to realize that those tires aren't going to hold up. Up on board here with Kieran Ormy. Going to get past the first Aston Martin, which is MX Testarossa. Going to go inside or outside. He's going to go to the inside. Excuse me, that was GSR Riles actually. GSR Riles does not fight the position. Ouroboros GT comes out within the top 10, so he's still in the points, and he's on brand new tires. As he gets another 3-second time penalty, I believe that puts him on 9 seconds now. Yes. As there is a spinner. Oh, it's Kieran Ormy. Big crash. Virtual safety car deployed. That is a huge crash. Oh, man. 2 big crashes so far in this race. Believe our leaders may pit? No, but SSR Husky dives into the pits. He's going to be going for the medium compound tires, I reckon. Oh, he's going aggressive. He's going on the soft tires to finish out this race. Is he going to get jumped by Tychopath and Don't Link, though? Yes, he will. He's going to be on those brand new soft compound tires. Here we go. We are back to green. Full safety car did not come out. We'll find it very interesting. The top 2 did not pit. SSR Husky, he's going to be the man to watch now. He is going to be flying. He has the fastest lap of the race on the hard compound tires. Now he's on soft tires. Let's see what he can do. There's Marion. Still behind TB. SSR Husky already getting right up behind Don't Link. For P4. There's purple in Sector 2. Like I said, he is flying. EB defending from Fearsome Ryan. Fearsome Ryan is getting very close. This is a battle for the lead. SSR Husky. He's getting close as well to Don't Link. GSR Riles gets a 3-second time penalty. Go move for P4 currently. Not much Don't Link can do. SSR Husky is on the soft tires. Now gonna want to get around Tychopath. This will be for the P3 position he was in. Tychopath defending hard. There's a yellow flag. Not sure who that is. I believe that's Cuzzy. Getting out of the way for cars that are lapping him. Star Husky getting very close. Oh, he gets a 3-second time penalty. He's just so much faster than Tychopath. Going to go around the outside. Tychopath still. Oh, he pushes SSR Husky wide. Oh, they make contact. Tychopath gets spun around. I'm unsure of what possibly caused that. He's now down in 5th position. A huge train of cars here. Light DRS train. They are all about 8/10 apart from each other. We won't be seeing any moves here. In fact, might have missed something. In fact, I did miss something. Fearsome Ryan in the lead of this race. TB now 6 seconds behind. Shame that I missed that. I'm unsure of what happened, if TB spun or what. Too caught up in SSR Husky and Tychopath's battle. I missed what happened to who was at the time our race leader. Fearsome Ryan stays out. These two drivers raving the old medium tires. That was GSR Riles though. We got battle here. Oh! More contact. Ouroboros GT gives MX Testarossa the bump. Hope for Ouroboros' sake that he does not have damage. I have the DRS on this straight though, but so is MX Testarossa, so this is going to be harder. Ouroboros GT using his battery. I'm gonna go down the inside. Still side by side. I think they made contact again. Makes Testarossa and Ouroboros GT lugging it out for P7. I believe they've made contact multiple times this race. Ouroboros GT still wants to get that move done. He's much quicker on those new medium tires. Is he going to make a move into this corner? Surely not. Oh, it's very loose. They now head on to the back straight. We'll have the DRS though. They use the battery as well. Goes down the inside. Late braking. Testarossa has to go wide. There's not much room on the exit of that corner. Ouroboros GT moves up into 7th position. Now chasing down Almighty Cheddar. The yellow flag, that's Slav who's out of the race. Leaders are coming through. May see a virtual or full safety car here. There he is over to the left-hand side of the road. No virtual or full safety car yet. I believe we're going to stay green. Yes, we will stay green. So no virtual safety car or full safety car. I'll say I'm pretty surprised by that. He was over to the left-hand side of the road, so he was off the racing track. Mighty Cheddar, currently P6, may be able to hold on to that. Long as Ouroboros GT does not get close enough. Let's see. They are on the same amount of penalties. Both have 3-second time penalties. SSR Husky has a 3-second time penalty. TB just got a 3-second time penalty. He's in P2 currently. Almighty Cheddar and Ouroboros GT both have 3-second time penalties. GSR Riles has a 3-second time penalty, and Cuzzy has 9 seconds of time penalty. I believe Slav had 17 seconds of penalties before his retirement. Hopefully we don't see another driver with that many penalties. Just a few laps to go in this race. Looks like those medium tires are hanging in there for the top two. SSR Husky is bringing that gap down though. He only has a few laps to do it, but may be able to get P2 if he gets a move on with it. Almighty Cheddar gets another 3-second time penalty. That puts Ouroboros GT into provisional P6 at the moment. May see a move on the front straight as Ouroboros GT will have the DRS. Looks like he's slightly falling behind in the technical session. Ouroboros GT gets another 3-second time penalty, so that earlier penalty that Almighty Cheddar got nullifies now. Ouroboros GT will have to pass him on track if he wants the P6 position. Meanwhile, that gap for P2 is still coming down. SSR Husky is absolutely flying. Ouroboros GT still very, very close to Almighty Cheddar. And have 3 laps to go the next time around. Get the P6 position. Oh! Ouroboros GT, huge moment. Oh, he's going to drop down multiple positions. He's probably going to have the pit as well. Oh. He does have front wing damage. He is missing his front left end plate. He's probably... I believe he will be P10 if he pits because Cuzzy is a lap down. So he will stay in the points. That is not what he wanted. He was on for P6 possibly. Very unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver as he lets Koenig, I'm not sure who that was by. It was Cuzzy who went by. Yes, he's going to dive into the pit lane. Surely he's going to put on the soft tires with a new wing. Very unfortunate for Ouroboros GT though. He will be able to score a point as long as he finishes though. Very unfortunate for him. Here's from Ryan. 2 laps to go in this race. These front two have done incredible to keep these medium tires going. Ouroboros GT now goes a lap down. Two laps to go for our drivers here. SSR Husky 2 seconds behind TB. Ouroboros GT might get in the way of that. Hopefully not. SSR Husky is flying. He wants that P2 position. TB, who is on 22 lap old medium tires, gonna have to defend from SSR Husky, who is on 7 lap old soft tires. Huge difference. SSR Husky, you can visibly see he is pushing that car. Ouroboros GT right on the bumper of TB. Is he trying to get around him? Looks like he's going to try and ghost his way through. Does. That might confuse TB. I know when you have a ghosted car, it can throw off your eyesight a little bit. SSR Husky may have DRS for the front straight. He will. He's going to be close enough. As we move on to the final lap of the race, Koenigsegg is going to go a lap down. Here we go. Final lap. SSR Husky's final challenge to get the P2 position. He's done the 2-stop while everybody else has done the 1-stop. Didn't it work out for him? I believe he's going to be lining up his move for the final DRS straight. He goes purple in Sector 1. He wants this P2 position. He's going to be gunning for it. Hopefully for SSR Husky, TB is not within Ouroboros GT's DRS range. Here we go, coming to the final DRS straight of this race. Huge tire difference. He may be close enough here. TB is going to weave. Very late on the brake, slight lockup. A few corners to go. Gonna stay on board here. SSR Husky gonna make that move. Well, it's gonna be close as Fearsome Ryan comes out of the final corner. He's gonna win the Spanish Grand Prix, but we have a battle for P2 here. Coming through the final corner, SSR Husky is not gonna be close enough. TB is going to hold on to that position. Don't link P4 in the Alpine. Great result from him. Psychopath. A few corners to negotiate. He's going to come home P5. Almighty Cheddar next up. P6 for him in the Haas. And then it'll be the two Aston Martin, not Alpine. Aston Martin boys. MX Testarossa, P7. Whoa. Why are these drivers getting ignoring yellow flag penalties? EB and MX Testarossa were given 20-second penalties for ignoring the yellow flag. My question is, what yellow flag? I'm unsure what that's about, but we will look into that. Our drivers celebrate. Don't link on the right there. He is not a podium finisher. Our top 3 is Fearsome Ryan, TB, and SSR Husky. TB and Testarossa were giving 20-second penalties, but those will be removed. Said that they ignored yellow flags, but that was their AI. They'll be removed. Anyways, what a great race. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, for our realistic performance.